YouTube now. So let's see, sending data on Facebook and YouTube. Just check. Yeah, we are live now on Facebook. So welcome everyone. This is IDRL Stay at Home Championships, season number one, episode number two. We are bringing you this new format of IDRL right from within the virtual world. This is going to be quite a different experience from what you have witnessed in the real world format of IDRL. And here we are going to play it little differently. We have teams that have been uh, gathered here with four members each, and we will show you which teams and which pilots are part of their team. And then we have the regular qualifiers, semis, and finals. We are done with the qualifiers, so we are starting the live stream from the semis. We have ordered the pilots in their roster in the semis, and after the semis, we'll be going into the finals. So you can already see the virtual world. The track that we have chosen over here is very nice. It's Sebring 2018 track, multi-GP, and the pilots have practiced really hard for this one. This is going to be their first mark on the world of IDRL Stay-at-Home Championships. This will be going on throughout the season over here. This is a new format just for the summer. Whenever we don't have the real world season going on, and this is a perfect occasion because it also allows us to stay connected and do something exciting during these times when we are all under lockdown. So this will bring some kind of brightness to everybody's faces here. And we're going to start any moment now. So just get your popcorn and get your soda or whatever you want to cling on to, because this is going to get really exciting now. And we are now live both on Facebook and YouTube. So we are also seeing the live view as I can see it over here. It says the local time right now is going to be just about 11 p.m. So that's going to be our scheduled start time now. You can see some of the chats that are already starting to come in. Flying Sid saying that's a crisp speed, and hi Flying Sid. Also, you're looking really good. Flying Sid is one of the competing pilots. And thanks to our supporters who are coming in over here. First of all, many thanks to Team ZDR, Devnath and his group. They have done a fantastic job over here. The whole layout and the appearance of this live stream has been managed by them. And Devnath has been really doing his job fantastic over here. So thank you once again, Devnath. And he'll also be competing as part of one of the teams. Our thanks also goes to One Martian Way, Quadcopters, GetTBS.in, Team Black Sheep, and of course Velocidrone, because we are going to use the Velocidrone simulator over here to start our Sebring 2018 racetrack and getting all the pilots and their teams to start competing in this. Now you can see some of the pilots that are already practicing. Let's see if we can switch to some of the practicing feeds over here. So that will give you an idea of how we are going to switch through. Here you can see Devnath flying in first person view over here, and that you can see how he's going through that track. The whole track you can see from the eyes of Devnath. There is a bulldozer, there is a high-rise crane holding that fantastic Jacob's ladder over here. Then there are lots of very interesting gates over here, a perfect simulation of what happened at the MultiGP 2018 track. So that's pretty much the opening round over here. Thank you, supporters, for joining in. Rahul Jaiswal and Arun Prakash across both our feeds at Facebook and YouTube. Rahul says, best of luck to 25 milliwatts. So all the best team 25 milliwatts and the rest of the team that he's part of. Now let's go through quickly the roster over here that we have on our screen. So let's switch to our score sheet, which will be showing to you. This is our roster lineup. We'll be starting with the semi-final group number two first, and then a semi-final group number one. So in the group two, we have Heat 1 being covered by, well, there are first of all four teams. So let's look at those four teams. And those teams are team consistency in red. They have pronounced is in a kind of consistency kind of a manner. And then we have team 2, which is Blitzkrieg, which is led by the captain Devnath. Consistency is led by the Law FPV, both of these very top pilots. Then comes in Mach 1, another top pilot leading the captaincy of this is Dabata, I believe. And then D team is Dishang and his group. So all of these markers over here are against the pilots with their respective team names, as you can see in the roster. We'll be starting with semi-final group number one. The first heat is between the two champions of the two captains who have, of course, taken in the qualifiers number one spot of their respective heats, and Devnath and Dishank. Devnath from team Blitzkrieg and Dishank from team D team are going to go on first. So let's get ready, pilots, for the first heat out here, and switch our views to the start position of these pilots. We are already tuned into Devnath at this point in time. Let's also switch back our scene. You can see through the eyes of Devnath over there. Devnath and Dishang on the launch pad at the moment. Anytime when you're ready to go, pilots, we will be starting this race. There you go, the pilots at the count of 3, 2, 1. This is going to be a big showdown. Devnath has taken the first position over here in the lead at the moment. Dishang very, very close also in a hyper mode over here. Gate number 8, 3 gates away and behind the top leader Devnath. Let's quickly switch to Dishang's view over here. He's at the bulldozer, doing pretty well on the high-rise gate, and now around that Jacob's ladder. Look how smoothly he's doing that Jacob's ladder, while Devnath has already crossed into gate number lap number 2 with gate number 10. So he's taking a big large lead into this first heat with Dishank. He looks to be in a very good position to complete the track until he does something stupid or crashes. Devnath looks to be in a very good holding position. Dishank again is going to follow his lead. He has just completed the second lap. Again, both of these pilots are at lap number 3, and you can see the gate difference between them. At the bottom, if you can see, it's showing in real time gate number 25 and also the position of these pilots. So Devnath is the first one to complete his 3 laps as we wait for Dishang, who is tuned in. We are seeing through the eyes of Dishang at the moment, and this is the last gate, and that completes the 3 laps for these 3 pilots. So let's look at the leaderboard over here. Devnath on this heat has won it with 1 minute 8 seconds with perfect milliseconds, and Dishang is at 1 minute 20 seconds 376 milliseconds. So that will be recorded on our timing. Thank you so much for that amazing heat. The next set of pilots, please be ready, which is Rex FPV and 25 milliwatts FPV. Now, keep in mind that this format also allows us to go through the races very quickly because there is no quad preparation as such over here as the real life. It's all virtual, so we can quickly switch between heat to heat. So let's see whose camera we have now. It's Rex that we are tuned into. Rex is at the launch pod, and the other pilot should also be set up at the moment. We also have this kind of a view over here for you. You can see 25 milliwatt out there practicing. Right now the race has not yet started, but this is the third person perspective. So we'll start the race in this kind of a view. That's a very interesting view for everybody. And if the pilots are close by, we'll of course be nice to switch to this view. So There you go again, 25 milliwatt out there, and Rex is on the launch pod. And so we do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. We are following 25 milliwatts at the moment. 25 milliwatts is in the lead, going through the slalom over there. Now around the airplane. Look at that U-turn. Restart. Okay, Rex has not launched, unfortunately, so we'll have to restart this race. So we'll be waiting for a restart now. But you can see how beautiful this view looks, and also the trail of these pilots. Now this is a green team, so they're leaving behind a green trail, each of these drones. Beautiful, beautiful view. Hope everybody is enjoying at their homes this live session. Uh, Having a popcorn or soda or whatever, chips or tacos or whatever you have made. If it's a late dinner, do enjoy that along with this live view. We are bringing to you some kind of innovation over here in these times, and everybody is going to be really excited. The pilots are all bumped up for this race. Here we go, one more time with the race. 25 was the first one to pick up. Do we have a takeoff from the other pilot? Rex is having an issue, so race has been aborted over there. So, okay, looks like we are still seeing 25 milliwatts. So Rex has left and rejoined the session. This is Jesh flying. Go one more time. We are trying this. Both of the pilots need to take off, and they have. That's very well done. Rex coming in first over here, followed by 25 milliwatts. Interesting race to watch. Look at that. Those two quads looking really great. 25 milliwatts falling a little bit behind over here as Rex is already jumping into the lead through that dive gate, going through that high-rise structure. Now let's see through his view how his FPV view looks like. This is Rex's FPV view, and right now he's in position number one. Very, very close competition between both these pilots. They are a little more than one or two gates away. Look at that. They are right behind each other, and this is going to be a really, really close one. So what a race this is happening in lap number two. Just two gates difference between these pilots. 25 milliwatts can take the lead anytime if Rex is able to go through this. Oh, and Rex has possibly made a little bit of a mistake that might give, but 25 milliwatts has taken the lead. Look at that. 25 milliwatts taking the full opportunity of that mistake by Rex, and he has jumped into lap number three with one gate overhead over 25 milliwatt. But okay, but Rex is back again into his position. Rex has again taken his lead over here. So switching between these two pilots, look at that, competing right against each other, and um, looks like Rex had a little bit of a crash over there, and 25 milliwatts again has the lead over here. This is turning out to be an amazing race. So if you are sitting at home, do give a round of cheer and applause. Hope you're enjoying this already. And looks like Rex has did not finish. So and 25 milliwatts has finished the race. So we have the timing now with 1 minute and 43 seconds, 579 milliseconds for 25 milliwatt, while Rex has 1 minute 22 seconds, 627 milliseconds for his 3 laps. So very, very interesting heat over there. Was a wonderful experience to watch them, these two pilots. And let's see who is in the next heat. The next heat coming up is between Chesh and Idiot FPV. So I request both these pilots to get on the podium, please. We are waiting for you within the Velocidrone simulator. So, so Rex crashed, right? So his timing is not counted. Okay. Okay, so it's okay, it's points. So here again, one more time, there is a here you see the live updated leaderboard. Let me change it quickly so you can see what the score sheet looks like at the moment. So there is we don't have any best timing recorded over here. We just have a direct competition between the pilots, and if the pilot who wins gets point 1 point, and the other pilot, of course, gets no points. So in this case, heat number one, Devnath got 1 point, and 25 milliwatts won in the second heat, so he got 1 point as well. So thank you so much, the online audience who are beginning to line up over here. Prithvi Kapoor, hope you're enjoying this as well with your friends and family. Thank you, Tapu Mehta, Congo, he or she says for 25 milliwatts. Now, let's look at Chesh and Idiot FPV, how they are performing. So that's the heat over there, beginning with Chesh. Chesh has taken off over here, and also behind him is FPV Adda, 2 gates away, and Rex should not be in this heat, so, but it's still showing at the bottom. But that's okay. This is only between Chesh and FPV Adda. So Chesh taking a huge lead over FPV Adda at this point in time, nearly 11 gates away, already into the Jacob's ladder. FPV Adda needs to catch up very soon if he needs to get back into this particular gate, a particular lap. So Chesh, as you can see, has already got into lap number 2, and also you can see a lot of interesting elements over here. Beautiful ramp up, and then the dive gate, and then we have the bulldozer over here, the high-rise gates, and also this crane structure you can look at through the eyes of Chesh. See how beautifully he's doing that Jacob's ladder right at the bottom. This is 4 gates, not 3, the usual one. And they're already into lap number 3 is Chesh. FPV Adda is in lap number 1, looks like he has crashed out of the race. So obviously if Chesh finishes, and he will be possibly the winner, and of course the winner, even if he crashes, I believe. Going through that bulldozer one more time, FPV Adda crashed right in lap number 1, so he gets 0 points. If there are any other pilots flying other than Chesh, please do not fly, because this is all about Chesh completing his race, which is about to end, and that's very well done by Chesh. So let's look at this timing. We have 1 minute and 36 seconds, 319 milliseconds for Chesh. That's very impressive on this track. And FPV Adda obviously is a did not finish. So disappointing for FPV Adda, but we'll be looking at him in the next round. So let's see who is up next over here. And you can see 1 point will be recorded for Chesh for the last heat. So Abhishek and the EC guy are up next. I request you to please come on the podium so we can switch to your view. So there you go. The heat has already started. Abhishek is Napster 2018. We'll be starting the race through his FPV view. He is a quick pilot, improving with each race. And behind him is the always cool and calm EC guy. Napster is leading and showing the way at the moment. 3 gates, and increasing the difference between him and EC guy as Napster goes away into the far lead over here. You could see the green trail behind him on the left side. That means he is lots of gates away, the EC guy, while Napster is towards the end of his first lap already. And also you can see a beautiful view of the joysticks, of the controller sticks right there at the center bottom. You can see how the pilots are maneuvering their quads. So this is a very excellent view for pilots who are learning to compete in a race. So let's see now. Napster is grounded there. So we'll have a look at EC guy switching to his view. Napster is still kind of grounded, it looks like. So that gives complete opportunity for EC guy. So if they talk about the turtle and the rabbit race, this time it was the turtle, tortoise, the EC guy who came in from behind, while Napster really went too far, too ahead, and I think he's just grounded at the moment. No movement beyond gate number 9 for lap number 2 for Napster. EC guy smoothly. This is going to be all his game. So it's not just about flying fast over here, it's also about maintaining that discipline and not being grounded. That's being demonstrated perfectly in this match. And the EC guy, of course, will be due to complete his third lap. So Napster is out of the race. He is officially called it off. And then we have a did not finish recorded for Napster over there. Very, very unfortunate for him. He's a very quick and talented pilot. We'll be looking to take a revenge, so to speak, in the next heat, as the EC guy is doing that tortoise win over here. He's coolly and composedly completing his dive gate pattern. Has a very, very good hold of the track. He's just a little slow on the track, but he's doing his lines are very clean. You can see his curvature on the track, especially that kind of Jacob's ladder out there. It's not a very easy element to do with those four gates aligned and stacked up against. And there you go, the EC guy has completed his 4 laps, 3 laps. So round of applause for both these pilots. Very, very well done. Let's look at the timing for the EC guy. It's over 2 minutes, but he'll be happy. He'll be getting 1 point, 2 minutes 36 seconds. 384 milliseconds, while Napster is a did not finish, although he got 44 seconds. So he did about 21 seconds per lap, and he could have well been just over 1 minute to complete this heat. But unfortunately, he was grounded, and he'll be disappointed with that performance. So there you go. That was the story of this heat, and now we'll be looking at next heat, which is actually all 8 pilots competing at the same time, uh, which is not possible since we have only 7 pilots who can compete. So we'll be looking for doing 4 pilots at a once. So Devnath, Rex, Chesh, and Abhishek, please come on the podium. Let's see who of you take a win. So 4 pilots at a time over here. The limit. Chesh and Napster. Okay, so that's so we're changing the order a little bit over here. We now have Devnath, Rex, Dishank, and 25 milliwatts. So 2 from Team Blitzkrieg and 2 from D Team are going to take the podium over here. Let's wait for them on the podium and switch to and still the race has not started, I believe. This is Dishank still practicing, making full advantage of the extra time being given before we officially commence this heat number 5 of the semi-final 2 group, semi-final group number 2. And now looks like we're going to be ready in just a few minutes. There we are with the official clock down to 2 1. There you go, looking through the eyes of Dishank. One of the pilots has already taken the lead, which is Devnath over here. So let's switch to his view quickly over here. And Devnath, there you go, the first pilot, and closely followed by him is Dishank out here. Devnath is about 4 and 5 gates away, but very interesting competition between Rex and 25 milliwatts. You see over there at the bottom. We have both of them on the same track over here. If we can switch to the third person view now and see if how the track looks like, that's how the 4 pilots are flying. Look at that, neck and neck behind each other. This is a beautiful view to watch with 4 pilots in the race at the moment. We'll switch to the next pilot also. Makes it easy for us to visualize this, how the pilots are flying in the race. So both the spectating view as well as first person view is beneficial. So let's quickly switch back now to the first person view of Devnath over here. He is at gate number 20, almost a full lap away from his next best competitor. at 25 milliwatts, and Devnath has completed his 3 laps. The next in the line is 25 milliwatts. 25 milliwatts is doing pretty well. Between him and now Rex, there is a huge gap of 12 gates, more than about difference to win this game. 25 milliwatts, very, very quick pilots uh, on the capability of Devnath over here, and also he has completed his race while we wait for Rex to complete his 3 laps. So let's see how the points are recorded for these pilots. The one who wins obviously gets 1 point, I believe, and Rex has completed his race. Dishank, I believe, is stuck at lap number 2, so we'll be waiting for the official DNF from him. And the red flag has still to come in out here for Dishank. Let's try to see what is he stuck at. There you go, his third person view. And okay, so Dishank, yeah, please go through another gate. Can he fly? Looks like nothing's happening with the squad. That's unfortunate. Okay, he's flying. Okay, so that's it. So officially we have completed the race, right? No, no. This heat we have completed. So let's see the timings over here. Devnath obviously leading there with 1 minute 8 seconds, 109 milliseconds. 25 milliwatt at 1 minute 34 seconds, 782 milliseconds. Rex coming in at 1 minute 52 seconds, 928 milliseconds. And Dishank was unexpected of him, could not complete. So he is a DNF. So alternating teams have taken the win over here. So Devnath followed by the next pilot team, and again Rex from the blue team, and then the green team again is Dishank. So that was the story so far. And let's see now how the points are going to be distributed in this heat. Interesting to watch the score sheet being updated out here. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so we'll wait for the other people and then we'll be officially recording. Um, so let's go with the other sets of pilots over here. So we do have the call out for Napster, sorry, Chesh, Napster, Idiot FPV, um, and the EC guy. So whenever these pilots are ready, we'll be starting the heat right now. FPV Adda is practicing before the official countdown. This is an important race, heat number 5 of the semifinals coming in for you. You can see many interesting obstacles over there. A plane is kept as a turning flag. Then we have the regular size gates, and also the bulldozer is made as a gate. Then there is a crane that's holding that beautiful 4 gate high rise Jacob's ladder. Very, very difficult in normal circumstances, let alone be virtual. And so far, the pilots seem to have navigated through it really, really well. So uh, we thank the Velocidrone teams for putting up such a beautiful virtual track of the Sebring 2018 multi-GP race that happened. And that is a wonderful track to fly, as we are still waiting for all the pilots of the next heat to get ready. You can see the whole view of the ground from the eyes of FPV Adda. He's taking you around the field over there. Look at the track through his eyes. Beautifully done over there. Now on the ground over here, FPV Adda. So let's look at the other pilot, EC guy, also practicing before the official heat. Again, I will be looking to push his time a little bit, looking to throttle up EC guy, because although he wants to win, also he'll. This is going to be a little bit difficult uh, for the competition. So Chesh 03, there you can see he's also in. He's also practicing, and can we officially start the race now? Waiting for the official race to start. Oh, the race already started. Okay. Okay, guys, so my mistake. This was actually not the practice, this is the actual race. PC guy is at lap number 3 uh, and gate number 20. There you can see almost the last one over there. And the Napster is following him, and followed by FPV Adda and Chesh. So yeah, it looks like all the next three pilots have did not finish, and that's not good. They are all stuck at lap number 1 and 3. Only EC guy has managed to complete the race. Okay, so they all thought practice. That was the confusion. Okay, so let's abandon this race. Let's start the official race, guys. Be ready on the podium. There you go. That's the official race beginning for you as we watch it now through the eyes of EC guy. There you go. Beautiful quads. Look at that. And taking the fourth position is EC guy. So all the quads in front of him you can take a look at in their trails. He's chasing FPV at the moment, the EC guy. In fact, both of them are so close to each other, hardly a gate away. Um, Looks like Chesh might have just had a crash and had a did not finish because the flag is showing for him, and so has FPV Atta also terminated in lap number 1. So now we are through the view of only EC guy and Napster. Let's switch the view to Napster in this case, and Napster is the one who is leading the pack over here. Lap number 2, gate number 10. He is going on at the moment. A beautiful a view and of the race from the eyes of Napster. You can see that crane once again so nicely holding that Jacob's ladder. Uh, and it's beautiful. It feels like a roller coaster. You're circulating downwards. And lap number 3 now officially beginning for Napster. So easy guy taking it cool and easy. Chesh and FPV Adda did not finish. They are out of this race. So they'll be garnering no points at all. But in the competition at the moment, unless he crashes, is Napster, who looks to be all set to take the lap number 3 as well as the win for this heat. So he'll be very, very careful not to crash out in the last part of this track. And the EC guy, as usual, he hasn't crashed any time. I mean, he looks very, very consistent pilot going through the gates. And NAFTA has completed. So EC guy will look at towards the end of trail of this track. Also, a few gates remaining for him now. He's halfway through the track at gate number 13. After the bulldozer gate, he has to accomplish a high-rise Jacob's ladder and finally turn around all those four gates. Did it well in the first attempt. The EC guy looks to have found his groove, and finally also he is finishing up. So both these guys, round of applause for both of them, Napster and the EC guy. Let's take a look at the scoring. Napster finishes first at 1 minute 54 seconds, 362 milliseconds. The EC guy following him at 2 minutes 31 seconds, 161 milliseconds. Disappointing for Chesh and FPV Adda, both of which recorded absolutely 11 seconds and just above 11 seconds in their lap number 1 and crashed out. So very, very disappointing. And FPV Adda says he just touched the plane. Okay, so let's now look at the leaderboard, and only Devnath gets the point for this. And let's show it to our viewers as well over here. There you can see we had heat number 5, which was split up into uh, two heats. First was Devnath Rex, Dishank and 25 milliwatt, and then Chesh, Napster, Idiot, and EC Guy. The last, although it reads Monster, is actually EC Guy. So there we can make a correction quickly. And the only pilot who came in first, the top of the one, was Devnath. So he gathers point number 1 point for his team. And Blitzkrieg looks like they are well ahead of the competition at the moment. It's 1, 2, and 3 points for them, while D team is with 2 points. So 3 and 2 points. So uh, 3 points for Blitzkrieg and 2 points for D team. Now let's go with the semi-final group number 1 over here. If you want to take a quick break over here, the viewers, you can quickly come back in about 2 to 3 minutes. We'll be starting the semi-final group number 1 once again, similar to group number 2 semi-finals. So the way we did it was we took the best pilot rounds in the qualifiers and then grouped them accordingly to their timings and in separate teams in the semi-final standings. So that's how we have uh, arrived at this roster over here that we are showing to you on the screen. We have so far spent about 34 minutes into the race. It's 11:34 local time, as you can see on the clock. A beautiful live display of the whole thing. Again, thank you, team ZDR and Devnath, for putting out such a wonderful display. And there are also beautiful comments coming in. They're asking, they're cheering up. And Eagle Eye, hello, how are you? He says, I'm good, Eagle Eye. Hope to see you also in the next set of competitions. Tabata is right here. He'll be competing also, Eagle Eye. So wait for him. He'll be going in the semi-final group number 1. That'll be coming up in just a few minutes. So if we are ready to go, pilots, let's start with the semi-final group number 1, heat number 1. The Law, FPV, and Dabata are the first on the track. The Law, the captain of team consistency, and Dabata. There you go, the answer for your question, Eagle Eye FPV. Dabata is in the track now with Mac 1. He is the captain of Mac 1 team. So let's switch to our FPV view and let's get this first heat race started. Pilots, please come on your podium over there. Tabata and Law, you can see already how they are practicing. They are on the podium now, of course, and we will switch the view to one of these pilots and keep switching. So mind you, only 2 pilots in this first heat. Thank you again for those who are possibly just joining in. This is again a new format that we have just come out with. This is our first season, summer season of IDRL Stay at Home Championships. This will go on right till the end of the summer and till our season number 5 begins of the real world IDRL. So, this is a very good competition format in the virtual world where everybody can participate right from their homes. Law and there you go. We have both the law and the bata are ready. Okay, you go. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And the law takes off over there. He is leading, but the bata is also close. So in the initial circuit over there, you'll always find these pilots close ahead, but the bata looks also he's stuck, I think, a little bit. He would like to come back on the track. Law just sculpting its way out. He's had a little bit of a pause over there, but will be resuming. Oh, and then what happened to the law over there? Did he get stuck as well? Looks like he's stuck, and Tabata is taking off, but Tabata has been recorded or did not finish already. So that's a timed out for Tabata. And unless the law also takes off, we will, yeah, the law needs to enter a gate in order to do or did not finish or complete the track. This is a disappointing performance from some of the top players over here. Both of them, the captains of the individual teams, would have liked to um, set the theme and the podium for the rest of the pilots in their team. But this was, of course, disappointing for both of them. So the law taking off over there, and he will also be recorded as did not finish. So thank you both of these pilots. The official end of the race, a premature end, and although we have some time recorded at 25 seconds for the law and 4 seconds for Dabata, it will not be counted for both these pilots as both of them have crashed and it's a DNF. So disappointing, but we will proceed with the next heat over here. The next heat coming up is between Air Toast and Logic. Do we have Logic in the track over here, or are we only going with Air Toast? So we're just trying to figure out, since Logic is not there over here, what are we planning to do over here? So Air Toast is ready, he says. Okay, so can we just do Air Toast at the moment? Okay. Okay, Logic left and he'll be rejoining. So we're just waiting for Logic right now. Meanwhile, we'll just tune into the feed of Air Toast. He's practicing at the moment. No question whatsoever that this is practice. We have not officially started the race. You can see the trail against the plane over there. Beautiful speed by Air Toast. This is Air Toast, and he's doing pretty well over here. Also called as Vishal again from team ZDR Air Toast. He's a very, very fast pilot. The slaloms, look at the speed over there, and he's going to be fantastic with his timing. Superb skill over there. The dive gate, absolutely no time, wasting no time at all, and doing every gate to pitch perfection as he aces the track. He's getting better and better with every lap over here. We are okay. So we're going with the next two sets of pilots. Looks like we have a problem getting Logic to join into the race. So Astronaut and Rakul, please come on the podium. Let's see Rakul, that's Rakul. And then we have Astronaut, who is Pranav FPV, his call sign over here. So both these pilots have joined the session, and we'll be starting the heat with them anytime soon. Okay. There you go. Three, two, one, and a takeoff for Astronaut. Astronaut seems to be gaining the ground over here. Let's look at where the other pilot is, Rakul. Rakul also a pretty fast pilot over here. So there you go, neck and neck against each other, both of these pilots. Rakul at the dive gate and the bulldozer, and Pranav already a little slightly ahead. He's already completed his lap number one. And let's see if Rakul is still in lap number one at the Jacob's ladder. Let's quickly switch back to Astronaut. Astronaut going in a quick flow over there. He'll be having an impressive time in this race. And Astronaut taking the racetrack over here beautifully in the lap number two. I believe there'll be one more lap for Astronaut to complete. And let's take a quick look at Rakul. Rakul, it looks like, is about to finish his second lap, but he's having some issues with the dive gate out there going through the bulldozer. and astronaut FPV again going around in between that crane and the Jacob's ladder. He'll be completing his 3 laps. So well done, astronaut, and that's beautifully done by astronaut. While Rakul, we wait for Rakul to complete one more lap, I believe. This is one last lap coming in for Rakul, and you can see the beautiful view of Rakul. It's a very professional way that we are able to conduct this race, and it's very interesting. So it's going to even get better the next time we do around. We're going to play a lot of interesting tracks in the coming up episodes. So throughout this season 1 of IDRL Stay at Home Championships, you will be seeing lots of players getting better and better. And at the end of the season, of course, you'll be having a grand prize for the winners. And Rakul has also completed his 3 laps out there. So well done, both these pilots. Let's look at the official timings. Astronaut coming in at 1 minute 11 seconds, 080 milliseconds. What an impressive timing this is from astronaut. And Rakul is right at 2 minutes and 156 milliseconds. So well done, pilots. That was very impressive of you. And that commences this heat while we take you into the next heat with Flying Sid and Oztec. So Flying Sid and Oztec, please come on the podium. Heat 4 consisting of you is going to start any moment. Flying Sid from Team Consistency and Oztec from Team Macmon. Oztec also from Nepal. He's joining us from Nepal. He might be sitting anywhere in the world, but he belongs to Nepal. So welcome Oztec on the virtual field as well as we usually welcome him. We also are tuning into his FPV view. He's taking a bit of a practice round already just before the official start of the race. You can see the practice turn, and there the official race begins between Oztec and Flying Sid at the count of 1 and 0. Oztec has gone there, and let's see, Flying Sid is not being able to take off. He's still on the podium over there. Oztec looking really good. What has to be done? Is there going to be a restart, or does Oztec need to continue? So Oztec is looks like is recorded as did not finish somehow, but is that a did not finish for both these pilots? We'll have to wait and watch from our official timer. Okay, so there we have Flying Sid, of course, is flying right now. He has taken off. Oztec is recorded. I don't know, but right now it's showing Oztec recorded as a did not finish. So we'll go ahead with Flying Sid at lap number 1. He took off a little bit late, and very intelligent pilot, and always has the guts to come back from behind and take the win. So you can see in this heat, he has really pushed it up a little bit notch up, and is also now into lap number 2. He'll be going through the slaloms. He had a little bit of a touch and go at the start gate at the moment, but the plane curvature will be looking really well for Flying Sid. Again, Flying Sid, a very good pilot. He's on the leaderboard on the top 1 or 2 positions right now all over India, and he is also the first pilot to join IDRL. So a very impressive pilot. See how he'll be doing in this virtual format throughout the season. And once he gets a hang of the track, he has everything in his control. So lap number 2 is going to finish for Flying Sid as he goes through that those slaloms, and it looks like he has to do that plane. Look at, you can virtually touch the plane also and crash it. So this is exactly the replica of the real world Sebring 2018 multi-GP track within the Velocidrone simulator. Now we'll be continuing with episode number 2 also. Keep in mind for the next Saturday. So those pilots who are interested, this is open to all ex-members. So it's necessary to have an ex-membership, and do join in with your ex-memberships, and do let us know if you're going to compete in the round on Saturday. So both these pilots somehow look like they have been recorded as a did not finish. So the race has officially ended, And although we have recorded timings, no official time for them because both of them have or did not finish. So unfortunate for both these pilots, but hard luck and better luck next time. So, so we are now doing the, the earlier race, which is Air Toast and Logic heat number two. We'll be taking that quickly since Logic is available at the moment. So let's go ahead with that heat. Viewers online, please do share this whole stream and the announcement that we have gone live on both Facebook and YouTube. You can also chat directly with us and we'll be replying to your questions or comments from within the chat display. And Air Toast has taken the lead at the moment. So let's switch to Air Toast speed. Air Toast at gate number 19. Very close competition between both these pilots, and also their ranks are pretty close. Air Toast just a notch higher at 1040, and Logic at 1000th rank. Logic is DNF looks like, and also Air Toast. So unfortunate story for both these pilots, and that unfortunately is the end of the race and the heat for both these pilots. Automatically the race will be aborted. So there was no, although you can see the timings, it will not be counted. Both these pilots did not finish the race. Hard luck again, pilots, and better luck next time. We'll be proceeding now with heat number five, which is Law FPV Air Toast, Rakul, sorry, Dabata and Logic. So again, Law FPV Air Toast, Dabata and Logic will be going in this round. So please come on the podium. Be taking two from the top four and then two from the bottom four. That's how we are splitting the last heat five into two heats, as we did in semi-final number one. So waiting for these pilots to join. Let's see what all comments we are seeing at the moment. Quite a bit of them, and Bullseye FPV is saying, well done flying Sid, hard luck on it. And Nil Sayan also thank you. He's quite impressed with the live performance from these pilots. So hope all of you are at home, viewers are enjoying this race. Let's get ready, pilots, on the podium. Everybody, please stay ready. Given you're ready, and let the race manager know that you're ready to start the race. There you go. We'll be tuned in. So all these pilots are ready. Officially starting the countdown for this heat number five. First four pilots coming in. Very fast pilot Logic. He's lap number one, taking the lead over here, I believe. Is the only name showing at the moment. And Air Toast has not taken off. The Law has not taken off. The Bata has not taken off. Unfortunate. Only Logic is on in the air. Something has been stuck. So it looks like, do we need to restart this or let, okay, yes, we are aborting the race because none of the pilots were able to take off. Hopefully the pilots are able to take off this time around. And there you go, Logic again. And let's see who comes in this time again. Looks like we are grounded with all the remaining three pilots. That's unfortunate. Also, Logic is recorded a DNF. So this heat is turning out to be quite a challenge in getting started. Um, and Sometimes as a pilot you need to log off and log in to the session. Sometimes the quads get stuck and they are not able to take off, so might be a bug here and there in the software, but overall this is quite an experience. I mean, we are in real time seeing players all across India. All the top pilots at IDRL from across India are competing in a virtual format and bringing the whole live session and streaming it to every country in this world. That's quite impressive. So this is officially the top pilots at IDRL showing their display in IDRL's new format at IDRL Season 1, Episode 2, Stay at Home. We are just about a few minutes away from the next set of pilots. We'll be getting ready with them. Meanwhile, they are practicing their quads. Look at Logic. He's just nose dived into the grass over there. And Law FPV is still on the podium. And Law FPV even stuck at the practice session over here. Unfortunate. Something is not with them, favoring them, but the Law FPV has taken off now. Okay, that's good. Just take a test takeoff, please. This is a test takeoff. Okay, Dishank. Okay, Dabata. Yeah, Dabata could not take off over here. All the remaining three took off. Again, we're waiting. This is a test practice for. Okay, we're going to try one more time to see if we can launch Dabata this time around. So it will be through the. Okay, this time Air Toast is stuck. I believe Law and Logic are in the air. Air Toast and Dabata are grounded. Atos can take off. Okay, Dabata looks like he's not available. Is Dabata available? He's on the podium, but we can again having some difficulty over here. So bear with us for a few minutes, viewers. This heat, we are just having problems having Dabata taking off at the moment. Again, this is a practice session going on. Meantime. Okay, let's see if Dabata can take off with that magic. With yeah, now he can take off. The button can take off now. The pilots are on. So we're doing one final test over here to see if all the pilots can take off. This should be good to go over here. Yeah, Dabata is able to take off. So is Law. So is Logic, and Air Toast is not flying, but he should be good as well, I believe. Yeah, Air Toast is good as well. Or are you stuck, Air Toast? Air Toast is stuck now. Seems to be an issue with something over here, not able to take off the fourth pilot, but of course, through the eyes of Dabata, you see the fantastic trail, multicolored trail being left by the pilots in front of him. So, just having that issue with making Air Toast fly. And Air Toast is saying that he's pressing nothing. He's pressing W, but nothing is working for him at the moment. He's tried the W. Disappointing thing. Okay, so this heat will be postponed until Air Toast is able to fly. So let's see who is next in the heat. We have Astronaut FPV, Flying Sid, Rakul, and Ostek. Please come on the podium. And hopefully we should not be seeing any more stuck issues over there. Ostek says he's ready. Also, the other players, if you can just type out ready or just type in R or something. If you can just type in R, that should do it. And Flying Sid, are you waiting for Flying Sid uh, confirmation? Is Flying Sid? Yeah, Flying Sid at the podium. Okay, he's flying also. Good. So let's start the race, guys. There you go. The count of four, three, two, one, and the takeoff. Flying Sid taking off over there beautifully in his view. This is the first the second heat of the heat number 5 going on. The first heat could not be completed for some reason, but we are going strong with Flying Sid over here. It's difficult to see who is in the lead because the positions are not being shown. Uh, Astronaut's prop damage is showing at 100%, so it looks like something happened to astronaut, and yeah, he's again taking off. Flying Sid going in smoothly over there. Look at the trail of the pilot that just ahead of him, a beautiful trail. As Flying Sid goes on, the pilot ahead of him is in a white trail. So what a fantastic view this is. This will be really impressive to watch and really comforting to watch for everybody. You can see the quad ahead of Flying Sid over there, and Flying Sid is and two quads now ahead of Flying Sid. The trails being left behind, and that should not be a distraction for Flying Sid. But through his FPV view, uh, okay, that looks like there was a little bit of a crash on that Jacob's ladder for Flying Sid. So he's reattempting that one. Meantime, we will look at who is flying. Rakul. Okay, race is done. Race is done, and let's see. So who finished in this one? Only none of them finished, right? Yes. So still we have the timings. Flying Sid is at 1 minute 9 seconds, 2 laps, and no lap time recorded. Okay, and some timing is recorded for the other three pilots, but they are all could not complete beyond lap number 1. So okay, let's try with heat number 1 now. Thank you, these set of pilots, for flying. Your race has ended. So, the Law, Air Toast, Logic, and Dabata, please come back on the podium. We are doing your heat. Um, those who are just joining us, we completed qualifiers as well as semi-final Group 2, and now we are towards the end of semi-final Group 1, the last heat of heat number 5 coming up between the Law, Air Toast, and we are seeing Air Toast. Air Toast is able to fly. Law is able to fly. Dabata is able to fly, and Logic is also able to fly. Yeah. So it's all. So this is the final heat. They should do it. Get ready, pilots on the podium. Your race is starting now. Three, two, one, go. There you go. Logic has taken off. So is the other two pilots. And Air Toast has been stuck, unfortunately. Something is happening out there. We are not able to get Air Toast or one of the other pilots when there are four pilots launching. So, what is the solution for this problem? A single heat, single heat between. Okay, Air Toast has taken off. There you go. Okay, so the Bata is waiting. So is this the race still is on? Okay, so official race is still on. The Law FPV right now leading the pack, and he is very much ahead. He's completed his race. So has the Logic, and looks like we're still waiting for the Bata to give it a did not finish. Okay, so the Bata disconnected over there. So officially, okay, so let's record the timing for the Law and the Logic. So obviously the Law won over here with 1 minute 7 seconds, and Logic at 1 minute 11 seconds over there. So next heat is between just Dabata and Atoast. Waiting for Dabata and Atoast to come in, please. Join us on the podium. Thank you once again for joining us. We are at IDRL Stay at Home Championships Season 1, Episode 2. If you're wondering where was episode one, where we conducted it on last Saturday, that was the start, and we had a little bit of our hands-on going on over there. So was not that official, but this one is definitely official. So look at our live stream from the last episode as well, if you get a chance. It's already posted on both our Facebook and YouTube channels. But this live stream is going to be really impressive and recorded. So, and if you have all comments or anything, please drop in a message over here. We'll be seeing all those comments right below, where you can see the race director's uh, wording over there. Below that, there is a window where we can see all the chats and reply to you in real time. As we wait, the pilots are ready to go. So let's get this race going, pilots. Let's see how they look. They are all getting ready on the podium over here. Both of these. Okay, so Dabata and Air Toast. So that's the story. Two pilots flying, Dabata and Air Toast. Let's get uh, let's get the heat started. Three, two, one, go. There you go. Both the pilots have taken off. Fortunately, very well done for both these pilots. And look at that. In position number one is Air Toast. Will just fly through the third person view at the moment because these two pilots are kind of close by. So it'll be interesting to watch how they follow each other. Look at the trails, the orange trail and the green trail perfectly. And this is the long tunnel through which they have to go through the high rise, the start gate, through the slaloms, around the plane over there. Tabata giving it a quick shot to come back right into this race as we are covering the ground of Air Toast at the moment. But we can also focus on the eyes of Dabata. Let's see where he is. Dabata is grounded, looks like. So Air Toast is the only pilot now in the heat. So let's switch to his FPV view and see what we can see from Air Toast's view. And looks like Dabata got grounded at lap number 2, gate number 7, and Air Toast is still in the air, and he's going to be the one. Uh, he has to complete the lap 3. And there you go, Air Toast has won it in the end. So round of applause for Air Toast. Unfortunate for Dabata, and that's I believe the end of this race. Air Toast winning it. And now let's see what the official score sheet will look like at the end of semi-final number 2. We have come to the end of semi-final number 2 here, and we have now we'll be recording the points and be showing you the official score sheet. This is the official score sheet for you. And okay, so that was very well said. Two pilots have come in next. Uh, then they have 1 point each. So very well done over there, and we have the final count of points over here from group number 1. Team consistency, we can count it as 6 points, is it, for team consistency? And Mac 1, I see no points. So very unfortunate for Mac 1. They'll have to step up the game over here if they have to win this. But team consistency is actually way ahead of the lot at the moment, with Team Blitzkrieg from Group 2 in the second position, D Team in the third position, and Mac 1 in position number 4. So let's see how we are going into the finals after this. And there you go, we have the final roster in front of you now. And just making it clear for our folks out there who are watching us online. Again, thank you for all your support over here. It's 12 a.m. Local time. We are into the finals live on Facebook and YouTube. Go to IDRL's Facebook and YouTube channels, please. If you can just search for IDRL on both these channels, you will get our channel IDRL. So the official leaderboard and the roster for the finals is ready. Heat number one is going to be between Law FPV and Devnath. Then heat number two is going to be Air Toast and Rex FPV. Heat three is going to be Astronaut and Chesh. Heat number four is going to be Flying Sid and Napster. Heat number five, all eight pilots going together. So there you go. Consistency and Blitzkrieg have qualified for the finals. So a big round of applause for them and wish them all the best. It's going to be a tough one between Team Consistency and Blitzkrieg. Let's start with heat number one from Team Consistency, the Law FPV and Devnath. Top two pilots over here. It's going to be the match of the tournament. What an amazing race. This is going to be worth a watch. We will tune into these pilots now. Let's take a look. This is going to be a very, very close one. Let's look at the, yeah, both of you are ready. Let's go, pilots. Count at four, three, two, one. There you go. The takeoff has occurred, and those two pilots. This is the finals, guys, in heat number one. Look at them, both of them crisscrossing each other at the Saloms, and the Law FPV somehow not able to make it. He's back on the start. Amazing. That was disappointing for the Law, while Devnath takes full advantage, and the Law FPV is crashed out. Oh wow, Law FPV is crashed out, while Devnath will be free to complete this heat. So let's switch through the FPV view of Devnath as we see him through this heat. He's on lap number two, gate number 19. What a disappointment for the Law. He'll be really disappointed at this major milestone between him and Devnath. Possibly the pressure got to him somehow, and while keeping his nerves, what was Devnath going fast and ramping it up now through the bulldozer, going it all the way into that high-rise crane around the Jacob's ladder and coming through the tunnel back into the start gate. Completes his three laps. Round of applause for Devnath. He has won it. He has won the heat number one of the finals for Team Blitzkrieg. What a win this is. Sorry, viewers, we could not show you that one, could not switch to the display in time. But anyway, apologies for that. But anyway, this the thing was Law FPV crashed out while Devnath finished it. So let's see now the score sheet. It's Devnath with points number one, number 1 point for Blitzkrieg. So consistency has to come back. Air Toast and Rex FPV, please get on the podium. We're now switching to this view and getting back into the next heat for you guys. Let's see if these two pilots are ready. Air Toast is ready. He is doing a quick practice round before the race. And also Rex is ready. Let's go, pilots. Three, two, one. What is it going to be between our Team Consistency and Team Blitzkrieg? Team Consistency represented by Air Toast over here. Air Toast with the red trail taking in the lead over here. Rex at Blitzkrieg team following him behind. This is a close competition, about three gates away as Air Toast goes into that Jacob's ladder. Let's look at the feed of Rex. Rex is lost his way, looks like, but going and recovering back through the bulldozer. Airto's taking full advantage of the situation already in lap number two. There's quite a difference between these two pilots. Looks like Team Consistency is going to do well and take revenge for the first heat that happened. That's going to equal out the scoring for this two teams, and it's going to be a very, very interesting finals, this one coming up. So stay tuned for the next heats while the last lap coming up for Air Toast. Rex is following up behind, but he's way behind over here, almost a lap of difference between Air Toast and Rex at the moment. And Air Toast, you can see, has almost touched and crossed past Rex, even in a lap ahead, a full lap ahead over there, and easily completing the final gate. Rex will be disappointed, of course, with his performance, but we will carry on with Rex and see him through the last lap over here. Have to come back and redo that start gate. Missing that gate is not an option. Going through the slaloms one more time around that plane over there, and then coming in. to one of those high-rise structures. Oh, and into the dive gate. Gate number 16, 17 is done, and 18 is done. 22 gates will be completed as he completes the bottom of this Jacob's ladder, and then we'll move on to gate number 23, which is the tunnel, and then gate number 4. 24 is, of course, the last and the start gate. So round of applause again. Good competition. Etoast has won this, so that equals out the scoring in this finals. Blitzkrieg won it first, Consistency won it next. So 1 point each for Blitzkrieg and Consistency. Let's cheer it up for the finalists, the teams that are in the finals, Consistency and Blitzkrieg. The next heat, please, Astronaut and Chesh. Let's get ready with them. This is, of course, the practice that's happening. We will see if yeah, Rex, please get grounded. We are about to finish, we are about to start this next heat. Please ground everybody, those who are not racing. There you go. And we're seeing it through the eyes of astronaut at the moment. Let's see how this first person view, a third person view looks like. There you see both these pilots touch base with each other. Chesh having a little bit of an issue, so that gives astronaut full control of his squad over there into the lead, I believe. And that's astronaut's speed at the moment. So he is at position number 1, going around the Jacob's ladder. That's going to be a smooth pass for him. Let's see how Chesh is doing. And Chesh has also pretty much recovered over here, but he has toppled up over here, unfortunately, and he's grounded. And is that the end of competition for Chesh? Might be, it looks like, but going strong now is one pilot, is astronaut, and he is a very, very strong and sophisticated pilot with extremely clean lines. You can see going through gate number 23 and 24, coming back into the start gate, and that's those slaloms were done very quickly, as quick maneuvering around that plane as well. The plane that's been parked right in the middle of the fields as an obstacle. So creative use of this track had been made at Sebring 2018, and Velocidrone Simulator guys did a fantastic job with the virtual version of this track. Going through the tunnel one more time, 24th gate, and that completes lap number 3. So round of applause for lap, and Consistency team has taken the lead over here once again. And well, not once again, this time it's them taking the lead first. Earlier it was Blitzkrieg. So Consistency in the lead with, I believe it's 2 points right now. So 2 against 1. It's 2-1 scoring for Consistency versus Blitzkrieg. The next two pilots, Flying Sid and Napster, please come on the podium. Heat number 4 is about to begin for you. Flying Sid is ready. Napster is ready, looks like. Well, we're calling out if they're ready or not. Just type in R. Yeah, that's good. Just typing R. Napster. Yeah, that's good. So let's start the race, guys. Both of them are ready. And let's tune into the feeds of these pilots. Flying Sid taking off, Napster ahead of him at the moment. So there you go, Napster ahead in lap number 1 of Flying Sid. You can see the other pilot. It's a good view to watch because we can watch the pilot ahead of him as well. You can see the trail of the ahead pilot over there in from Team Blitzkrieg. So Team Blitzkrieg pilot looks really impressive. So this might even out the scoring if Consistency team does not come back very shortly over there. And Blitzkrieg is doing again very well. It's increasing the difference between him and Flying Sid. Napster is going very, very strong over here. Let's tune into Napster. Napster in the second lap around that plane, going through the gates, around the flags, now into through. Oh, he's lost his way, looks like, but was confused for a bit, ramping up into that gate, into the dive gate, goes into that bulldozer. This is going to be some testing moments for him. He has to be just a little bit careful. Flying Sid is behind him, almost about 7 or 9 gates away over here. It's gate number 24 of lap number 2 completed. Now in lap number three, pretty much in control of his situation. Flying Sid might come in from behind any moment here. He can gather momentum. He's a very cool and composed customer. But right now looks like he's stuck at gate number 19 for some reason. Napster at gate number 15 at the moment. Lap number three is going on for him. So gate number 18. So we are stuck with Flying Sid, and it's obviously looks like it's going to be a win for Team Blitzkrieg, and it's going to be evening out the scoring. What a finals this is turning out to be. Well done, Napster over there. Wow, this is a 2-on-2, 2 points to Team Consistency and 2 points to Team Blitzkrieg. Alternatingly, they are taking the heat over here. First, Devnath won in heat number one from Blitzkrieg. Then Astronaut won. Then we have sorry, Air Toast won. Then Astronaut won, and then again Napster won. What an amazing competition this is. Heat number five now. The final heat over here. This will be kind of well. There are two heats now remaining because we can fly four pilots at a time. So Law FPV, Air Toast, Chesh, and Napster. You please come on the podium to gather the points for your team. This is going to be a close one because all the high pressure is going to be right in this race. Please come on the podium, these four pilots. We are waiting for you. Law, Airtoast, and then Chesh and Napster. Devnath and Rex. Are we going in? Okay, sorry. Law, Airtoast, Devnath, and Rex. So that's the order. Law, Atos, Devnath, and Rex are the pilots who are competing in this podium. All the best pilots. This is going to be a tough decider between you guys. This is all for the taking. If any one of you, Atos, is ready over here, gives it an R. Other pilots also please give an R so that we can. Who else is coming in? Waiting for Law. Please over here. Law is already there. Atos is ready. Can we get Rex also into the scene? Rex is ready. Okay. Just type in an R. No need to type the whole word ready. So just type in an R. That's a cue to us. Thank you. And just waiting for Law now to come in. And Law looks like, yeah, he's ready. This is the start of the race, guys. Devnath flying it up now over here. Let's see who's in the lead between Devnath and the Law. This is going to be a very, very close competition. Let's look at it from the eyes of the Law over there. Look at these two pilots, Devnath and the Law. Amazing, amazing competition going on between these two pilots. The trails are virtually following each other. What an amazing view this is. This is going to be right in between. Oh, the Law has taken over there. Devnath's falling a little bit behind at the moment. Wow, this is going to be a nail biter at the moment. Amazing competition. Look at those two pilots. Wow, into the Jacob's ladder together now. Devnath still in the lead, and the Law now trailing behind over there. While Rex and Atos are in positions 3 and 4 over there. Devnath still leading the pack over there. Will he continue to take the lead and win it for Blitzkrieg? It's going to be such a close one in this last few heats coming up. Looks like Devnath is maintaining his lead over there. And what happened over there? Wow. Oh, Air Toast did not finish. Oh, but congratulations, Devnath. Devnath has won it, followed by the Law. And well, Air Toast and Rex, both of them did not make the scoring. So let's look at the scoreboard over there. Look at the timing. This is worth a screenshot over there. This is worth a screenshot. This is less than 300 milliseconds away from each other. Both of them 1 minute 3 seconds. The milliseconds makes all the difference over here. Even the best lap time 10 milliseconds apart. What a race! And Rex coming in close at 119, and Air Toast at well not counted at 24 seconds was able to complete just 2 laps. and actually fell on the second lap. So well done, pilots. This was a very, very interesting finals. Hope all the viewers have enjoyed it. What a competition that was between Devnath and the Law. Was expecting, we were all expecting a very close competition between them. Law and Devnath, they were switching one and two, but eventually, Team Blitzkrieg with Devnath took over the lead. Now, finally, the last heat coming up for this finals. This will be kind of the decider if it looks like. Astronaut, Flying Sid, Chesh, and Napster, please come on the podium. This is the last heat to bring in the closure of the first season episode number 2, IDRL Stay at Home. This is the last one coming up, guys. So just clinch on to your seats over there. Flying Sid is ready. Austin, yeah. Napster is ready. We're just waiting for two more. Pranav, astronaut is ready. Just waiting. And yeah, it looks like everyone is ready. Let's go. Let's start the race. Yeah, Chesh is flying. So let's start the race. Let's see who is going to fly over there and make the whole difference in this race. Again, we will be tuning into the third person view over there and following the ground. Let's see, we can tune into some of these other pilots. Look at that, Chesh and the other pilot. Chesh is behind over here at the moment, while Napster also we can follow him. Who is in the lead at this moment? Flying Sid is looking good over there, and at the moment we can. Cannot conclude who is running because we don't have a real-time scoreboard over there. But we can see now through the eyes of astronaut. Astronaut is a very quick pilot, so I'm guessing he's in the front at the moment since he did not have any crash. So he's going to just clear that dive gate and now going through the high-rise structure against the Jacob's Ladder, going through that gate number 23 tunnel, coming back into the start gate and going through the slaloms. Let's cover Napster also over here. He's coming into the another lap over here, and we look into Flying Sid. Flying Sid looking solid over here as he goes around the Jacob's Ladder, is taking it in a very cool and a slow manner, but he'll be looking to ramp up. An astronaut looking through the tunnel going into that gate, and he has completed first. Astronaut is the winner over here from consistent consistency. So what a close call. This is going to be in the finals. We'll see uh, who is going to win, but I think Blitzkrieg might have a little bit of an edge over here, and that will be decided once these four pilots all are grounded. Flying Sid, we're still waiting for the last pilot, Flying Sid, to complete his track lap over here. Goes to the last gate, coming into the second last gate, gate number 23 and gate number 24 for Flying Sid. That completes the three laps. So round of applause. Very, very happy with all the pilots. They have done tremendously well. And congratulations. Let's see the scoreboard now. That's the one to look at. Let's see. And so what's the call out? Devnath has won the final point for Team Blitzkrieg, and Team Blitzkrieg has taken the finals. They are the champions? No, sorry. Oh, the leaderboard. Oh, I'm sorry. So, okay, consistency. Overall points are consistency at 8 points. Congratulations to them. They have won this episode number 2. Blitzkrieg at 6 points. They are coming in second. D team at 2 points. An unfortunate performance for Mac 1 at 0 points with the last position. So that was the story of this episode. A round of applause and thank you so much, pilots, for competing in this season 1, episode number 2. We wish you all the best, and we'll hope to see you around in the next episode, episode number 3 for season number 1, that'll be coming on next Saturday. Till then, It's a goodbye and good night from all of us over here at IDRL Stay at Home, from all the commentators and the pilots and the whole team. And may you have a very good Sunday. And do not forget to light up the candle lights and everything tomorrow at 5 p.m. So, sorry, 9 p.m. for 9 minutes. So, that's all from us. And we are checking out. Thank you so much for joining in.